So Muneer, this is such a gorgeous place. I love this cottage. How did you think of making it and why the name 200 degrees?
You know, I thought about this place as a kid. I used to actually hide from my dad. We have an old barn over there.
Okay.
So while he used to be resting there, I used to come and there's a lovely rock here.
Okay.
So the first time my cousin and I came here, and I had my first and my last cigarette here. So, but the view was so great. I said, you know, this is a place that I would really like to have maybe a small, you know, even if it was a tent.
Yeah.
And then slowly, you know, as you grow up, and I always had it in the back of my mind that build something here.
That's so sweet.
And so,
Making your dreams come true.
yeah, you know,
So much to learn.
absolutely. So the views, because, and I call it 200 degrees because of the 200-degree view.
Wow.
So it's 200 degrees
It
by
is a
Neeralaya.
stunning view, and I don't think this view is anywhere else. It's just here.
You know, we are blessed with the view because you can see the whole valley below. Plus, you can see all the forested area.
So Muneer, tell us what is the way to get here to 200 degrees by Neeralaya, and what do you need? What do you need to carry with yourself?
See, basically, the villa is a 2-bedroom villa. It's
Okay.
totally furnished. It's equipped. You just have to walk in with your backpack.
Okay.
For depending on how many nights. For the ladies, it'll be more than a backpack. You need a lot more things, right?
Indeed. Backpack is only for
Yeah.
skincare.
True. Yeah. So it's fully equipped. The only way is there is no vehicle that can come here because we are at least a mile away from the road down there as well as up there.
Okay.
So
You need to trek up.
so you have to trek up for the last mile.
So how long is the trek up from that road?
Well, you know, you guys walked up as well. You guys took 45 minutes.
Yeah.
We stopped for 10 minutes to take photographs. So anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour.
I think we
Depend-
did fairly well.
Yeah. And, you know, depending on your level of fitness. And there are people who can even walk down. So we can take the car above.
That's right.
Yeah. And then the walk down is about 15-20 minutes.
Okay. That should be easier?
It's easier
Okay.
if your knees are fine.
Alright.
Because it's a steep walk.
Down. Okay.
Yeah. But
Descent.
once you're here, then, you know, people just like, I'm sure you're feeling the same.
Oh, I don't feel like leaving the place.
Yeah, so that is, this is what, you know, it started on. Because I used to bring a lot of my guests in Neeralaya for a picnic, orchard hike. And they said, listen, can't we just spend the night here? And they were talking about the old barn.
Oh.
I've spent many nights in the old barn also. My dad used to live there when he used to harvest.
Right.
And but then I said, you know, why not? And then this is all made of recycled timber.
Oh, that's so much to learn from this architecture that you're building, even in Neeralaya, even out here, that it's so sustainable. Everything
Yes,
is
yes.
very, it's recycled and
Absolutely.
You're giving back to nature.
Yes, it's you know, fun because it's very, very satisfying when I'm not, you know, getting more timber being cut. Okay. So I'm using old timber, which is otherwise probably we end up in a, you know, like a fireplace.
Oh.
So it's better I save it, salvage it.
But it's beautiful wood. I mean, the quality is so good. It's so shiny, and I think it takes its own oil out.
Yeah, because you know this is deodar, and deodar has its own resin inside.
Okay.
So that's why no termite goes into it. They don't like
Wow.
it. You know, it's like the safi for the termites. So they don't like to bite into it.
Okay.
And so it keeps exuding its own oil. So you'll see it has its own wonderful coloration. And of course, you know, the stones are from here,
Okay.
quarried from the orchard itself.
All right.
And the slates are local. And my workers, you know, my carpenters who've done a big job, have been with me for now more than 20 years.
Awesome.
And they keep working on some project or the other. I have to keep finding reasons to keep them employed because I don't want to leave them. The minute I leave them, it's very difficult to get them back.
I can understand.
So I have to keep looking at some option or the other, and my wife is very upset. She said, listen, I mean, if you have to invest in wood, you're very happy. But
Not in jewelry.
not in jewelry.
So, Muneer, you have a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
What are you offering in this kitchen? Can we get our own food and make it over here?
No. We look after you here completely.
Okay.
We'll get food from Neeralaya
Okay.
and semi-prepared.
All right.
Then there will be a butler here as well as a chef.
All right.
They'll be stationed here So whatever you want, we'll get an idea what your interest is, what you want to eat. We get everything here. There's a full-on kitchen here. There's a back kitchen as well.
Nice.
So if somebody, sometimes on a holiday you want to cook up something on your own, we will provide you all the ingredients.
All right.
So whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, chai, even booze, that's all included here.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else could you want?
So we've tried to keep it simple because you've all made an effort to come here, right? So then we don't want you to worry about this and worry about that. That's all taken care of.
But it's totally worth the hike that we have taken up from all the way from the main road, and you come here and you forget all about that little trek. I mean, the trek was also enjoyable, but if it's hot, if the sun is out, then obviously it gets a little sweaty and you are out of breath. But it is totally worth it to come all the way up here and enjoy this view. The cottage is so beautiful. I love the color scheme that you've used inside. There's blue downstairs and there's green upstairs.
That's my wife's doing. I can't take any credit.
Then I have to give credit to her for that.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, I hope, if this works really well, then we also plan to have an outdoor hot tub.
Oh,
eventually here.
That's lovely.
And of course, we have a little hammock, and you can see dear Rianch lolling around, loving it. Now suddenly he's become brave.
He's posing away.
He's suddenly become brave.
That's his 5th dive into that hammock.
Yeah, I know. Lovely. The idea is to actually, bring people to different parts of the valley.
Correct.
The valley has so much to offer, but not just, go to the main tourist sites. Because then it gets crowded. But this, you're having an equally good time here.
So what is the apple picking season? And right now it's ending, right? This is like the last leg of the apple season. What is actually the apple?
So we start picking towards the 3rd week of August.
3rd week of August. And before that, when do the apples blossom? I mean,
the apple blossom is in April.
Okay.
Over here. Mm-hmm. We are at a very beautiful altitude for apple.
All right.
If you look at the quality of the apples here, it's fantastic.
I can see that.
And so when we send apples, and I can't take much credit for it because this is done by my father. I'm just carrying on with the process.
Yeah.
And so he, and we're lucky with the weather, the altitude, because apple requires a warm day and a cold night.
Okay.
And when that happens, the variation in the temperature between day and night makes the apple quality even better. So we grow a lot of gala, we grow golden, we have to get, because apples are a male and female plant.
Okay.
So to get a red apple, you need to have a golden apple tree.
Oh, you have to have it.
Yeah, the golden apple is the male pollen.
Okay.
Even the gala is a pollenizer.
Oh.
So we have other pollenizers also. The Granny Smith also acts like a pollenizer. So to get those apples, you need to have these.
So if you're planning to come on a holiday and get some time away from the busy, hectic life of the city, then come here, come to 200 degrees by Neeralaya to enjoy this view, to enjoy the calm and peace and quiet of this place. It is totally worth it, and I promise you, it has so much to offer. You will remember it for life. Make this a bucket list on your travel itinerary, and I assure you, you will never be disappointed.